All right, okay, yes. I know I'm very late on this shoe, but I finally had to pick it up after almost a year of seeing it on stores, seeing it discounted, and that discount not going any further down. I had to pick up the Air Penny 2 in this patent leather colorway. Let's talk about it. So, this is going to be a little bit different. I usually do these reviews by unboxing the shoes, but if I'll show you right here, right now, there's nothing iconic, nothing unique about the box. Not even the packaging, no nothing. You would expect this being such a iconic shoe in the Penny Hardaway line, and especially with so many different changes in the materials, you would expect something a little bit different than the OG colorways. But it is what it is. Okay, they're not Jordans, they're Air Pennies. I still think Air Pennies are one of the coolest shoe designs out there, especially basketball wise. And I just had to cop these, man. I copped these for a retail price of $99 from Shoe Palace, and I almost didn't cop them today. But these is a shoe. This is a shoe that I've been trying to get for a while. I love the Air Max Penny ones. I bought the rattan colorway. I may still go back for the Orlando colorway, but the Air Penny twos, they just when I saw the Stussy collab. When I saw the Social Status collab, I was like, this is definitely going to be a big year for the Air Penny 2. And I wasn't wrong. 2023 was definitely the year that we saw a lot more of the Air Penny 2. Right off the bat, this shoe is extremely light. It's not something very common in like 90s old school retros. They always tend to be a little bit heavier. With the Charles Barkley, you can definitely feel some heaviness to it, but not in these. And I was expecting it to be rather, heavy because of the size of it, especially the midsole. Like you can tell that this is a bulky ass shoe, but holding it, it's not very heavy at all. And I can definitely see how people could still probably play in a pair of these, man. The materials on this one are very different from the OG colorways on the Air Penny 2. You got patent leather going all across the side, the front and the medial side of the shoe, kind of like very giving me a lot of Air Jordan 11 vibes. But I like it. I like the patent leather. It really elevates the shoe from just a regular Air Max basketball shoe. So it's a type of shoe that I could definitely see you dressing up. Patent leather just gives you that classy vibe sometimes. And here in the upper, you also have leather. Now, the leather isn't the best type of leather. It actually feels, I might not be mistaken in thinking that this may be synthetic leather, just because of the feel to it. But it's still smooth to the touch, really, really nice. A big part of the shoe that I do like is just the way they incorporated Penny Hardaway's logo here in the back and here on the side, on the exterior side of the shoe. They put it up against a glossy sort of material. Love, love, love it. And it also it's kind of like an iridescent blue, sort of grayish to the logo. But overall, the upper is probably one of my favorite parts of this shoe. The midsole is this sort of like Phylon, really, really groovy, really, really wacky sort of, what's the word? Psychedelic. That's the word I was looking for. Really psychedelic design on the midsole. You got some points here where I'm guessing like the injection sort of like detaches when they're doing some of these midsoles, when they're doing it on the presses or however they're actually constructed. I would actually love to see how some of these shoes are made in Nike factories, because I'm just very, very interested in the construction of a shoe. It's always boggled my mind, just the tech behind designing a shoe and actually manufacturing the shoe. So I'm imagining that's where like the whatever machines they use, that's where they detach, and that's where you get these little sort of nubs on the Phylon. This one also has it seems to have a carbon fiber sort of a mid foot shank, but it's divided right at the middle, so it's two actual plates. It's two actual plates there. You can see the division right there in the middle, in between the translucent sole, and I think that's really, really cool. It's something new. You usually see it, especially with modern shoes, and Jordans as well. There's always only just one solid carbon fiber shank in the middle of the midfoot. So it's interesting to see that. Interesting to see how that performed or how that changed how these shoes perform on court, but really, really interesting. Of course, the outsole is a translucent sort of cream. Not really cream. It's honestly just translucent overall. It's not neither cream nor icy blue. It's just fully translucent. I like that. And going more into the psychedelic sort of things like this, I don't know what to call it, like circular sort of outsole. Like I can see how this could probably be good for traction. I would definitely have to test it on court. Probably not gonna do it with these. These are mostly my, kind of like casual wear shoes. But I can definitely see what they were trying to go with, the whole psychedelic look across the whole shoe. This shoe obviously does don much like the Air Penny ones, a fully exposed Air Max unit here in the sole and in the heel part of the shoe makes it such a comfortable wear, both on court and just casually. And it also has a Zoom Air here at the front, and you can actually see the Zoom Air logo right here in the midsole. I kind of already tested these, put them on feet, walked around them, and besides being very light, I can definitely see myself walking long periods of time with this shoe just because of the Air Max unit, the Air Zoom, just how much it snugs, it really hugs my feet. This is just a very, very nice looking shoe. At first, I was definitely looking out for the Social Status collab on the Air Penny 2s, but I saw these on sale today. I saw them at Shoe Pals, and I just had to cop it, man. Patent leather has slowly but surely grown over the years on me, and it's something that I'm very, very, appreciative and kind of liking. As far as the tongue, more of that leather, kind of cheap leather material, not a huge deal. I do like the jewel encasing here of the logo with the Air Penny 1 logo in there. It's kind of like encased in this sort of like see-through jewel case. Really, really cool. Really, really 90s vibes. Just very happy that I finally have a Penny 2 in my collection, and I could not be happier with this colorway. It's not an OG colorway, but at the same time, it's very unique in its own sense, with the patent leather, the actual leather upper, just overall a very classy shoe, and I can definitely see myself rocking this in a more upscale setting. But let me go ahead and put them on feet and see how they feel and see how they look. But folks, I've been True Fernie. This has been Shoe Fernie. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs down, because believe it or not, every single bit helps. Links to my socials are down below. Please make sure to follow me on Threads, where I spend most of my waking hours talking about basketball, talking about sneakers, talking about video games, talking about anything and everything that might interest you as my viewer. Also, make sure to subscribe to my gaming channel at True Fernie. I upload more so gaming news, do some video essays on some of my favorite topics, some of my favorite games. But yeah, mostly focusing on game industry news. So yeah, check that on over. I've been doing that for quite some time. Hope you enjoy that kind of content. Folks, please take care of each other. But again, most importantly, take care of yourself and take care of your 90s sneakers, man, because I just don't think, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I don't think sneakers have hit that high since the 90s. 80s kind of also, they're dragging along there, but ever since the 90s, man, I just have not fell in love with the shoe again. It was a beautiful time. You had to be there. All right, peace.